Bum, bum, bum. Hey! I know you've been stuck in a YouTube vortex watching a million videos in the background while you pwn noobs. Not for this one, okay? Sit up, pay attention. We got tech news to discuss. Actually, they could probably watch this in the background pretty easily. It's kind of like a background thing, it's fine. The Department of Homeland Security, in the United States that is, has issued an emergency directive to government agencies to up their web security by securing their DNS records with two-factor authentication. The urgent bulletin follows a massive hijacking campaign on the domain name system, or DNS, which is kind of like the internet's phone book. You plug in a URL, a DNS service connects you to the right IP addresses. This cyber attack saw hackers, believed to be from Iran, hijack DNS requests for various nefarious purposes, like making login credentials pass through their server before being routed to the real website. It's unclear how many companies or agencies have been affected by the attack, and it's harder than normal to actually get answers because of the ongoing United States government shutdown.
Winning!
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like having a functioning government is actually kind of important. We are pretty rude to Apple on this show. I mean, I don't mean to be. It's just that there's always something to make fun of. And the latest debacle is what some netizens are calling Flexgate. Apparently a lot of MacBook Pros from 2016 and later are experiencing a staged lighting effect, where the screen looks like it's being illuminated by a bunch of lights from below. Users are also reporting that the backlight shuts off completely after opening the lid to a certain degree. As iFixit points out, the problems are reportedly caused by Apple's decision to use a weaker ribbon cable instead of the beefier wire cables used in previous designs, and the new cables aren't up to the stresses of being bent forward and back every time the laptop opens and shuts. And to make matters worse, to fix the problem, you have to replace the whole display.
Of course,
which costs around $600 instead of replacing the cables, which cost about $6.
Coincidence?
Yeah, that is kind of weird. Very, like, it's a perfect factor of multiplication. See, now I know why we make fun of Apple. It's because they think they're so cool. It's like, ooh, yeah, look at my brushed, sandblasted aluminum and my excellent color accuracy and perfect software that always works the way it's supposed to. The worst. Pfft, we don't need that. Give me janky Android any day. And Xiaomi has come out of the woodwork to show off a folding phone that actually doesn't look stupid. While the designs that we've seen from Royole and Samsung involve bending a small tablet-sized device in the middle, Xiaomi's design folds twice, leaving a central panel about the size of a regular smartphone. Xiaomi Senior Vice President Wang Zhang tweeted of Xiaomi Senior Vice President Wang Zhang tweeted a video of the device, although it's pretty low resolution, so I sure hope it didn't come from the phone's camera, eh, James? Oh. The company says they're still considering whether to turn the device, which is a prototype, into an actual product. Well, I'll help you out with that one, Mr. Wang Zhang. Do it. Meanwhile, we're gonna do the quick bits, which are brought to you today by the Massdrop X Sennheiser PC37X gaming headset. When there's an X between them, it means they're buddies. That's right, Massdrop and Sennheiser work together to make the PC37X even better. I didn't even know that was possible, but okay. It's got angled drivers, which are typically seen in much more expensive headphones like the HD598 and HD600. With an open back design, excellent locational accuracy, and a noise-canceling microphone, the PC37X will make your mass drop. We've done that before. It's $119.99 for a limited time at Massdrop, so get it today by clicking the link below. Got a lot of phone news quick bits today. Honor, a sub-brand owned by Huawei, had an event this week to launch their newest flagship, the View 20. Linus actually went to Paris to attend the launch, and Linus Tech Tips already has a video up about it. It's one of the first phones to actually launch, featuring a punch hole cutout camera type design, and it's also got a 48 megapixel camera that apparently isn't terrible. At the Mobile World Congress coming up on February 24th, LG is apparently going to show off some sort of touchless gesture technology.
Exactly what I didn't know I didn't want.
Exactly, but it's coming. The company released a teaser with a hand waving over a piece of paper as text magically appears. I mean, this might help you keep your phone screen smudge-free, but it sure looks a bit doinky. Speaking of doinky, how about a phone with no buttons?
Doink?
Boing? Or ports. Yep, sounds like my kind of phone. Not really. The Meizu Zero, which which its name checks out, doesn't even have a SIM card slot or speakers. It relies on eSIM technology while the phone's display apparently produces the sound. And the device does charge wirelessly at up to 18 watts. You don't just buy it and use it until it dies. You can charge it.
Wireless charging only.
Yep.
No thanks, Jeff.
Welcome to the future. Whether you want to be here or not, come on, let's go. Google is working on blocking ad blockers from Chrome, as seen in changes made to the open source Chromium browser, which is the basis for future versions of Chrome. So get ready for an internet that's a little more colorful. Until someone makes an ad blocker blocking unblocker. And the future is now! Robots that deliver you food are coming, and some are already here. Amazon.
And they brought food.
And they brought food. Welcome. Amazon has begun testing their 6-wheel delivery bot called the Amazon Scout.
How colonial.
Near Seattle, Washington. But at Virginia's George Mason University, Starship has actually launched a robot food delivery service with the company's units delivering pizza, coffee, and other food to students for just $2. A lot of technological advances have some complicated issues involved, but I think this one is pretty simple. Build a robot, get it to bring me pizza. I'll tell you what's not to like, the fact that this episode is over. But don't cry for me, Argentina, because we'll be back on Friday with more tech news.
And pineapple pizza. No ham.
Maybe. Subscribe to make sure you're up to date with more convenient ways to get pizza that is not Hawaiian. I'm assuming you don't like it. The average person doesn't, apparently.